Hello and welcome to Running the Table, the podcast where we run through everything on the table in the world of sports. And it's time to recap some more Super Wild Card weekend matchups. This time we're going to go over the Ravens and the Bengals. Tim, are you ready to go?
Let's run it.
This was a very exciting game, a very close game that could have went either way, with the Cincinnati Bengals pulling ahead and getting the win 24-17. This is pretty much the matchup that we expected to see. Baltimore's defense versus Cincinnati's offense pretty much kept them in check the entire time until the fourth quarter. The Ravens taking the ball all the way down to the 1 yard line. Tyler Huntley tried to go up and over. Logan Wilson knocked it loose right into the arms of Sam Hubbard, and Sam Hubbard took it 98 yards for a big man touchdown to put away the win.
They do realize they have J.K. Dobbins, right?
They do have J.K. Dobbins. Where was he?
Apparently that just was not his play call. And that's something that I definitely find a bit confusing. J.K. Dobbins has also voiced the fact that he found that confusing as well. Because I think to me that's no brainer unless, if you're truly on like the 1 yard line, maybe.
And
you
have,
can kind of jump
a
over.
power back like J.K. Dobbins.
Well, even if you want to go with the over the top strategy, if you're on the 1 yard line and you can get enough of a push to jump up like that, that's fine. He was jumping from pretty far back. Like there was a reason that he was able to go forward, get his momentum stopped, and them slap the ball away. So regardless of that one play, it did make a massive difference, but there was a lot to see during that game. Particularly,
well, Tim, more so on that play, Tyler Huntley going up and over. He is not Michael Jordan in Space Jam. He did not extend his arm quite that far. And the funny thing was Tyler Huntley was trying to check, just like he thought he was in. He was very much
he wasn't even close.
He wasn't even close.
He was probably at least half yard short.
Yeah, he was. It was pretty much like going up for a dunk and having the dunk get blocked.
Yeah, and barely grazing the net.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like Shaq taking it coast to coast and then dunking it on the other end and needing an oxygen mask after. But that was still big credit to
big credit to Mark Andrews. He almost chased him all the way back down through like 3 or 4 Bengals players. He was really close on that one. Yeah. But yeah, and that's the thing. When you're in a tight game like that, mistakes like that will and can cost you the game.
They will make all the difference.
And that was the final score of the game. Nobody else was able to put any other points on the board. So that ends up making a world of difference in a game that we did not expect to be that close. Although I thought that Tyler Huntley wasn't going to play, but he did end up playing.
Yeah, and more so on Tyler Huntley. He's not Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar Jackson can't be replaced.
He looks great in the preseason.
He looks great in the preseason, and Tyler Huntley took them to the playoffs. But once Lamar Jackson was ruled out, like because of the PCL, we kind of knew this challenge got a lot tougher, and it was.
It was even more of an uphill battle than we thought it was going to be.
It was interesting to see like RG3, for example, saying that Lamar Jackson was doing the right thing, considering the trajectory of RG3.
And I agree.
And the way his knee injury turned out and him playing on it essentially cost him his career. So when you look at it in that perspective, Lamar, you want to preserve his knee because he's going to go get a big payday, whether it's with the Ravens or not, that is to be determined. But J.K. Dobbins, vocal about his own usage down the stretch, also added, if Lamar played, we would have won.
Yeah, that's definitely an emotional response. It's definitely quite an emotional response at the end of a tough loss to end your season there. But he's not wrong. He's just saying what everybody else is saying. But usually you try not to hear that from your own locker room just because of the showing confidence in your own guys. But
yeah, that's not exactly the best PR move on J.K. Dobbins' part. But
not quite. But I could tell he was frustrated. But for Lamar,
clearly frustrated.
For Lamar, without a doubt, even like contract year or not, it's the right decision for him to sit out because he has a fantastic career still ahead of him, no matter where he ends up, whether or not the Ravens choose to pay him or not. But a tough loss for them to end their season. And since he moves on.
And with the Baltimore Ravens, that will be the big question, whether Lamar Jackson gets paid the large sum that he rightfully deserves. And on the other side, Cincinnati moves on to play Buffalo. A
Gonna be
rematch
a
of the
gonna be an
canceled Week
adventure.
17 matchup. Oh boy. But that's
A
all we
lot going into
have
that one.
for our Ravens versus Bengals recap. We have recapped all the other games of Wild Card Weekend, and we're going to be bringing you so much more content throughout the postseason. So if you want more from us, like and subscribe. And until next time, we out.